Governor Doug Ducey has declared January as Human Trafficking Prevention Month in Arizona. Today, Governor Ducey and Cindy McCain highlighted progress made to stop human trafficking in the state.
The Arizona Human Trafficking Council, which is co-chaired by McCain, has been providing prevention services and awareness training to thousands of Arizonans in social work, law enforcement, medical staff, and educators. McCain says it's really about changing the perception of who the victims of sex trafficking really are.
It's about recognizing it, number one, and it's also then once you recognize it, what do you do and how do you work with it? These kids are not dirty little kids. They're not at all. They're simply abused and have been tormented by the system in many ways. It's our job as adult citizens to make sure that our children are safe.
And today's press conference was held at the Arizona Phoenix Dream Center, where they house and help many of the young victims of sex trafficking. Average age of Arizona children that are entered into sex trafficking is right around 14 years old.